What's going on, y'all? It's been a long day, a tough day, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get it right. How many of you guys been feeling the same way in y'all situations about what y'all gonna do with y'all life and trying to find jobs and do right? You know, I've been feeling that same way. I'm in the same predicament as you because it's hard, because nobody told us that life was gonna be this difficult. And I'm trying, y'all, I'm trying. I don't want y'all to suffer the same mistakes I did because I thought I always had time. You know them little sayings that older people used to tell us that, man, you young, you'll get it together. You young, you still got time. That's true that you still got time while you young, but in the long run, don't use that as an excuse to not do nothing with your life. Because I was so used to hearing that. Oh, you young. You get it right. That's what you're supposed to do. And now I'm caught up in this lost life because I listened to that when I wasn't more ambitious when I was young. It's okay to be young. That's cool. And they got a point. You also have to handle your business while you're young. You can have fun, but still pick and choose what you do with your time, because we try. And then I ain't gonna lie, because I used to try to look for a lot of jobs and stuff like that, and careers just wasn't opening up for me. So I started feeling discouraged and stuff like that. And I wasn't caring about it because I was young. I was making the wrong decisions. I was just living life. But now, when you think back up on it, I shouldn't have just been making the wrong decisions. When jobs wasn't calling me back and giving me the proper ways to get a job, and Lord knows I tried applying for a lot of companies. When nobody hiring, it was real hard back then. And I just opened up my mind a little bit more about the job situations, because I don't think like that, because I know what a job would do. I done been there before. How many of you guys been there before? Like, you know, a job lay you off or fired or anything. I ain't talking to my people that's been working at the same company for 10, 15 years. More power to y'all. I tip my hat off to y'all. But this is the people who's broke like me and just couldn't get it right. Because at the end of the day, our outlooks are different on jobs, because we done seen the ups and downs that a job can do. Because when you see the trials and tribulations, you want more out your life. So, for my younger people, what I'm telling y'all, if y'all want more out of life, start putting in work. And all that other stuff that you think that's fine, it'll still be there. It's still here now. Ain't nothing changed. So that's my advice to you guys. Because I thought I had it figured out. Because I was listening to, oh, you young. That's what you're supposed to do. No, only you know what you're supposed to do. Can't nobody tell you what you're supposed to do. And I'm just telling y'all some real stuff, because I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes, thinking y'all got all the time in the world on y'all side. Y'all do. But then again, you don't. Because before you know it, you're going to be in your 30s. Then you're going to be in your 40s. So it's all about your legacy and what you're going to create at the end of the day. And that's just my word to y'all, because you know how the work field gets. Hard to find a job. I've been there, just like you. I'm still trying to get it together now. Or you get a paycheck and then you broke 2 days later. Like, I know about all that. Because it's the same cycle over and over. But at the end of the day, I just got to figure it out. All these expenses is bringing me down, tearing me up. I know it's getting down on y'all too. So I want to know how y'all feel about that, because just because I'm broke now doesn't mean I'm going to always be broke. You see what I'm saying? I had a broke mindset, so I was going to stay broke. You got to change your mindset to a rich mindset or a successful mindset. You got to look at stuff different in life. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Start looking at stuff different, because just because I ain't got it right now, don't mean you ain't going to get it right later. You see what I'm saying? So the first thing to do is to stay working and apply yourself. So my mistake I did when I was younger, when the jobs wasn't opening up, I didn't open up my mind to change my mindset to find another way to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to find another way. Do your research. Because stop thinking that, oh man, I ain't going to be able to do this. I ain't going to be able to do that. Because at the end of the day, you need to change your mindset. Once you think like, man, I'll be able to do it, I can do it, put your mind to it. Because the stuff that I'm doing at my age now, I ain't had the courage to do that or change my mindset like, man, I can do it. When I get that I can do it mindset, I used to start accomplishing stuff. I'm starting accomplishing stuff now. And I'm just trying to have y'all change y'all mindset now, because it's better late than never with me. But I'm trying to save you guys a bunch of time, because all I'm saying is you'll get through it. And just because you broke right now, don't feel bad. Don't let that stress you out. Stay happy. Always think of a master plan to figure it out and get through it. You got this, because God put you here for a reason. Always remember that. So don't never stress yourself out about your situation over finances, because at the end of the day, money come and go. You just got to figure out how to manage it and keep it coming in. And I know I'm 33 and I'm broke, and it's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. But I'm figuring it out because I'm changing my mindset. You see what I'm saying? Once you change that and change your hustle, stay strong and keep going, it's going to happen for you. So always remember that. Just because you broke financially wise, don't mean you're going to be broke forever, because it all starts within here. If you rich in your mind and you got goals and dreams and you're not lazy and you're going to get to them, you're going to change it. But you got to stay solid and 10 toes down. Don't worry about failure. I keep telling y'all that. Look at me. I was worried about it. Now time went on. I could have failed years ago and tried it and then got it right and got it together, because I had the confidence to try it and get it together. And that's what I'm trying to teach y'all. But that's how you change your life, because life is what you make it. Set your own rules. You could be rich in your mindset, and once you're rich in your mindset, it's gonna come, because that's where it starts at. How you gonna be successful if you don't have no successful dreams and goals? You gotta think it, and you gotta act on it. You can speak it into existence. I like that term. But at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. So you gotta act on it, stand on it, and that's how you're gonna become successful. And I'm learning that. And if you want change for your life, that's what you gotta do. And I'm just teaching y'all. Start now. Don't be afraid, because life is a bunch of afraid people out there. But stop being afraid. Change your mindset, figure it out, and you're gonna get it. Because once you think like that, you're gonna achieve it, you're gonna do it. And don't feel bad. It's people who done hit the lottery, hit $200-300 million, and they broke now. And you know why they broke? Because they had a broke mindset. Even though they had money, they had a broke mindset, because they probably was like, ooh, I got $200-300 million. I got all this money. I ain't got to work again. But they was spending it crazy because their mindset was broke. And let me tell you why Their mindset was broke. They probably came up, never seen that type of money before, got $200-300 million, and just spent it crazy. Didn't think about investing. And I tell people this all the time. When we got to change our mindset, that's why I'm broke now. And that's why we are broke. Because we got to change our mindset because we ain't going to never get it right. And I'm just trying to figure out how to get it right. But to change your mindset is basically saying, okay, I work at a job, whatever. The job telling me, man, you got to work overtime just to get all this money. Why should I have to do that? My mindset is different now. If that's the case, I need another income. You see what I'm saying? I got to have money coming in. So if I only got money coming in from one source, that's why we broke. After you get paid and all them bills. And it ain't living above your means. You don't make enough. You need another income. Because you always need another income for you for security. Because at the end of the day, even with a lottery winner, you hit 300 million and you broke within 5-6 years. You know why you broke? Because you didn't change your mindset. You came up saying you had nothing, and now you had nothing. So once you hit the lottery, you were just spending it. And the key thing, I'm gonna tell y'all why they went broke. They was like, man, I got 300 million. I could do whatever I want. I could spend it, do whatever. But you ain't had nothing coming in. It's just going out. I don't care how much money you got. If you ain't got none coming in, it's going to steady go out. You could have $1 billion. If you spending $2-3 million a day, ain't none coming in. You're going to get broke. So once you change your mindset, even with a job, that's why you broke, because you only got one income coming in. And that's why I'm broke. And I'm trying to figure it out. But I'm learning. So even if I was to become successful or whatever I want to do, I don't care if I got 200-300 million. I got to figure out a way to generate 30 million a year or 40 million a year so I can live comfortably. Because if you just got all that money and it's just constantly going out, you're going to be broke. So, because you ain't got nothing coming in. And that's why a lot of lottery winners go broke, because they don't got a rich mindset. They rich physically at that moment because they got the money they can touch, but they just go spending it crazy. And they don't think about, well, how can I generate 10 million, at least 10 million coming in every year from this 300 million? They just spend it out. They just spend it all. And it just go out. They never save it. They just spend it out. None coming in. And that's why I'm trying to change y'all mindsets too, because I'm broke physically, just like you guys. And I'm trying to get it together, but I'm not broke mentally. You see what I'm saying? Because I always got ideas. I always think about it. And it may take some time, but so what? As long as it takes time for the better, that's all that matters. Because you was always focusing on you and being better. So at the end of the day, don't nobody see your vision but you. So keep working. Don't care about what nobody tell you. Because at the end of the day, those people are broke in their mindset. And broke physically too. So it's a difference. That's why you special. You might be broke physically just like them, but your mindset is rich. And if you always got something that you want to come out with, or you got an idea, don't be afraid to speak on your idea. Try it. If it don't work, try another one. Because just like I used to watch this Michael Jordan movie, how this guy, the one that picked Michael Jordan to do the Nike sneakers and stuff like that, he was wrong like 10 times before. And people didn't believe him. They was like, man, you was wrong 10 times before. What makes you right this time? He was like, I got a gut feeling about this guy, Michael Jordan. He's going to make us a lot of money with his Nike shoes. He had his heart set, his mindset stuck on Jordan, couldn't nothing change him. They was like, man, whatever. They kept doubting him at first. Man, whatever. We don't believe you. You've been wrong 10 times the first time. But then they started to believe him. Once they kept seeing how serious and how his mindset stayed focused on putting his faith in Jordan, they was like, man, you done believed in this guy so much, we gonna trust you. Even though you've been wrong 10 times before, we gonna trust you. Because your mindset is different. So, long story short, they trusted Jordan. Tell me why Jordan is one of the main faces, probably is the main face of Nike and made Nike so much money. Because that guy who had faith in Jordan was right that one time. So all the other 10 times he was wrong, it didn't matter. So always remember that. So if you feel like you're wrong and you got it wrong right now, it don't matter. Because someday you're going to be right. And when you be right, they're going to be like, woo! He had the courage to keep being wrong and stayed down and always had faith in himself. Don't give up on yourself because you broke. Okay? I'm not giving up on myself, so you don't give up on yourself. Situations can change. And then you're going to see a lot of fakes and phonies when you broke. People not going to answer their phone. People ain't going to want to kick it with you because it was only convenient for them when you was balling. But when you come back, when you do that major comeback, they're going to be there like nothing ever happened. Now it's up to you. Now you got the leverage because you stayed down. They didn't stay down. So all I'm telling y'all, you will make it through. It's going to get better. But you got to change your mindset within first. Because if you ain't got it right up there mentally, you ain't going to never be able to get it right. It starts within that first. Keep a good spirit. Stay strong. And always find times. Just because you ain't got it right now, don't let that make you be sad. Just figure it out. I heard that from a billionaire. They asked him, like, so when you ain't had no money, did it make you sad? You know what the billionaire said? He said, no. Those was my happiest times when I ain't had no money. Because you know why? Because when I got money, I was even better. He's like, because think about it. If I was miserable while I was broke and let that get me down, I've been more miserable when I got the money because I was already unhappy broke. So at the end of the day, stop being unhappy. Don't let that get you down. Money come and go. Solid people don't come and go. Solid people there until the end of time. So always remember that message. Stay solid. And me and you guys, we're going to get it together. And you just got to change your ways. Don't be like me. Stuck in your ways. Now you starting to live life. Now you changing your ways. Because if you stuck in your ways, you know what happens? You wasting time. You too stuck on this, too stuck on that. Look at stuff different. Don't give up on your main goals, is what I'm telling y'all. But figure out another way to get to your main goal. You see what I'm saying? It ain't about what you do. It's about how you do it. And I had to learn that myself. So I'm figuring out different ways. So shout out to y'all who've been supporting me and my message. Because without y'all, I wouldn't have no message to tell. So I want y'all to take that message in. Soak that in. And I know it's going to get better for you. Because your mindset is better. So change that. Always remember, you was put here for a reason. Find your purpose. Stay 10 toes down and work. Don't give up on nothing. I don't care what no hater got to say. Or no troller. They mad because they broke. That's why they trolling you. But they ain't got no rich mindset. So they ain't got nothing else to do but troll you. I'm hoping you give up. And nobody's perfect. And I want y'all to remember that. Only person who can judge you is the man up above. Other than that, nobody else's judgment matters but yours. And trust me when I tell you that, because it's going to take you far. And once y'all change up y'all ways, y'all mindset, y'all going to be better. So let me know about y'all take on that situation. Let's go have some fun on the next video. And I'm gonna see y'all again, because I don't call it work no more. I changed my mindset. We're gonna have some fun. Talk to y'all in a minute. Peace.